Hello, Chiquis.
And welcome to Chatty Amigas, a podcast where two friends approach everyday problems and find practical solutions.
We are your hosts. I'm Mafe.
And I'm Ella. There are many things that scare us. I'm afraid of the unknown. What are you afraid of, Mafe?
Not living up to my full potential.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I feel like you're living up to your full potential.
Oh, I'm capable of so much more. But
Really?
Thank you. You're so kind. I really appreciate that.
I wouldn't be your friend if I didn't feel that way.
It's true.
I like friends that work to like be all they can be.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like other people. It's just something I admire, and I'm like, ooh, I wanna be like that too. And I just like hang out with them. And
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that so publicly with everybody.
Yeah.
Dang, you went deep. I thought you were gonna be like spiders.
You should know that I'm not that shallow. Ma'am, please.
Listen, arachnophobia is a legit fear.
Listen, I am terrified of cockroaches. That is a legit fear. Like, I will cry. But like spiders, I'm fine. I live with spiders.
I'm afraid of snakes. I hate snakes.
It's a legit fear.
I don't know what that says about me psychologically, but I don't like snakes. I feel like there's some psychological thing.
I don't know.
I haven't really looked into it.
No, there's some psychological thing with any fear.
Okay. Yeah,
it's all in your brain. It's all in your brain.
Like I'm afraid of the unknown. That's just how it is. But anyways, how does one conquer their fears?
Yep. So today we will be spilling the tea on how to be brave.
All right. So we did some sleuthing. And we found out 9 ways to become fearless, how to be brave, how to be courageous. And we think that it's never too late to become brave and step out of your comfort zone and show that fearless side of yourself. So how can one become a more courageous version of themselves? We're going to dive into this. We hope it helps you be the better, brave you.
That's right.
All right. So number 1, acknowledge your fear. Never try to sweep your fear under the rug. Please, it gives it more power. Let's confront it, right? Mm-hmm. Instead, you need to acknowledge and accept your fears. We literally all have them, and there's no shame in that. No one should be ashamed of it. Like we mentioned before, bravery is not about eliminating fear, but moving forward despite being afraid. To me, that is a big, like, you are brave. If you're afraid of something and you acknowledge it and you're not shy about it and you say, I'm afraid of this, but I'm going to do ABC, even though it scares the bejesus out of me. And I think, wow, you are brave.
Yep. Somebody that can recognize their fears or their issues and work on them. It's somebody that's a whole lot stronger than somebody who hides them because you're facing them. So right along with that, number 2 is to confront it. So confronting your fear, it's about understanding the underlying reasons why you're afraid in the first place. So for example, if you're afraid to ask for a promotion or apply for a new role, ask yourself why. Is it because you may not get it? Are you afraid of rejection, failure, ridicule? You'll soon realize that your fear is often your ego trying to protect itself from feeling diminished. In reality, these experiences can only make you a stronger person, not weaker. And I agree, there's usually some underlying feeling for any of our other feelings. Like anger, it's not an actual feeling. We become angry when we cannot process our other feelings. So did you become angry because you were disappointed at that person, or did they hurt your feelings, or
oh no, I'm gonna be angry if somebody punches me in the face.
Well, yeah, that's different. But that's not an emotional reaction. Like,
really? I feel like that's pretty emotional.
No, I mean the person hurt you emotionally. They physically hurt you. So of course you're gonna react angrily in that moment.
Like, heck nah. Come here, I'm gonna teach you a lesson now.
But we are talking about emotional stuff, how to become brave in our lives, right? So facing all of those fears, there's always an emotional answer or something else deeper behind it. So you need to confront it. You need to ask yourself a lot of questions. Go back to Finding Yourself podcast, listen to that one, and then you can write down information and then confront stuff. Ask yourself questions.
I think that was your favorite episode. that we did.
It's not my favorite. I mean, all of them have been my favorite, but it's the one that's more fresh in my mind for some reason. So find yourself. Because I'm a firm believer of helping people to become their best self all the time. I'm always trying to help people. I love meeting people because I want to.
Way.
Thank you. Yeah. I want to learn who you are. I want to learn what motivates you because I want to help you become your best self ever. Mm-hmm. I'm a firm believer in that, and I actually funny, and I'm gonna send you that link. I forgot to send it to you, but I took one of those personality tests, and that was it. Like that's who I am. I'm that person. I don't remember.
You did take that, and you sent it to me in 2020.
No, recently this year.
Was it recently?
Yeah, the one I sent to you was like 2017, bro. It's been a long time. Oh. But I'm a firm believer in you living up to your best potential, which is why I'm afraid of me helping everybody else become their best self, and then I don't become my best self ever. Yeah. So it's just it's a psychological thing too, right? But I'm a firm believer in people can be their best self, and I just want to help everybody, but I can't. But
girl, don't take that burden on your shoulders.
No. That's what I said. I can't. I know balance, but
one of the reasons why we're doing a podcast because we wanted to do that. Just like let's see if we can try to help out there. Yeah,
that's right.
One of the many, not
everybody, at least somebody. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this is a great, since rejection, people are afraid of rejection. So sometimes they don't confront something. I feel like this is as early in we are in this podcast. I think tea time would be awesome right now. I love this question. Tea time.
So tea time is when we answer one question that has been submitted to us by one of our listeners.
And today's question was sent to us by Julian. Thank you so much, Julian.
Thank you for being brave and giving us your name.
I know. And oh my God, that's true. And thank you for asking this brief question. His question is, should a guy still wait 3 days before calling the girl? I'm going to say calling, texting, communicating. It's
touching base.
Yes. Yeah. Touching base, such a professional. Is it 3 days? Should we wait 3 days for touching base with the female I went out with?
No.
That's Mafi's answer.
That's it.
I don't know if can you tell?
That wraps up tea time. That wraps up the tea time portion. We're done.
No, it does not. So I agree with Mafi 100%. Absolutely not. I don't think a guy should wait 3 days. I found an article that we're going to link down below. It says, pour one out for the 3-day wait to text rule because it's dead.
Sure is.
And I loved it because honestly, our generation dramatically reshaped dating, romance, and stuff. So why are we still applying an old school dating rule? Like, that doesn't really make sense to me. Do you want to say why you don't agree with it first, and then I go?
Yeah, because there's no point in that. I mean, if you are interested, why are you gonna wait 3 days? If you wait 3 days, she's gonna assume that you're not interested anymore, or you're just her backup. Unless an emergency happened. Right after your date, you had to leave in an emergency, something with your family happened, and then it didn't get resolved until a few days later. Then you let her know, hey, listen, that's why I left so quick. I'm sorry, but I want to see you again, blah, blah, blah. But I'm a firm believer, if you're interested, you guys had a nice date, and you really like each other, let her know, hey, I enjoyed our date. Thank you so much for coming out. I would like to do this again. It doesn't have to be something romantic, some sort of commitment. You can just say, I enjoyed it, or hey, I made it home safely. Did you get home safely? Something. It doesn't have to be a poem either.
Yeah, that's coming off too strong. Feel free to listen to our episode coming off too strong.
There you go.
Coming on too strong. I say no because okay, so you meet someone, you like them, you go on a date with them. Why are you waiting 3 days? Why are you giving an opportunity for 10 other guys to hit her up so she can forget you? That's how I look at it. Because let's be real, she's pretty awesome. You're not the only one hitting her up, okay? So by the time you wait 3 days, she probably went out on a date with 2 other guys. Maybe she already has a boyfriend because you took that long.
Oh my gosh.
Because it happens. Like, what if she was dating some dude who took a week to get back to her constantly, and then in between all that waiting, she meets this guy, and this guy then's like, I'm gonna wait 3 days, and then between all that, Don Juan number 1 is like, wanna be my girlfriend? She goes, yeah. Then you lost it.
I feel like that
Yeah.
happens in the big city, but I haven't seen
You
that.
don't know. You don't know.
Well, I've been out of the dating game for a long time, so.
No, I'm just saying it can happen. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know. So it's like, why wait? Like, why wait? Why would you do that to yourself?
No,
You put all this time, energy, everything, emotionally, financially, into asking this chick out. Like, you want to go out with her, or girl, female. Let's be respectful, right, Melanie? Slap, slap. Okay, and then it's like,
whoever.
you do all that, and then to like then wait 3 days for some other guy to come and sweep her off her feet. Like, what?
No, listen. I'm not fighting you. I agree.
I know. I'm just speaking out loud.
We're passionate about this. Apparently, don't wait.
So this is how you do it. Ready? I'm gonna tell you. So what happens is, first of all, you need to know your audience, right? I think if you can treat your friends like this, or people you just meet, like, it's not a problem treating her the same. So if you drop her off at her house when you get home, be like, hey, just want to let you know I got home. It was really nice thank you so much for coming out with me, or whatever. And be like, I want to take you out for lunch or dinner again when you're free, and plan it. And try to do it as soon as possible. Don't wait a week, okay? Maybe the next day, maybe in 2 days, maybe in 3 days if you even want. That's fine. But like, schedule that date immediately. Or, if she goes home separate, be like, let me know when you get home, okay? Tell her that. Wait. If she doesn't get back to you the next morning at like 10, you could be like, hey, I just want to make sure you got home okay. I didn't want to be overbearing, but you've been on my mind. It's okay. She'll like that. If she doesn't like that, she's not the one for you. Then because that's balance. There's nothing wrong with that. No, and then you ask her for another date. Hey, you free to go out tonight? You free to go out tomorrow? And then, or you could even be like, oh, I saw this, like, the next morning or then lunchtime, be like, hey, I saw this situation. It reminded me of the conversation we had. I thought you'd enjoy it. Or read this article. Google something about a topic she discussed. It's not that serious. Create a situation to talk without it being awkward. So, what do you do for work? What's your goals? Blah, 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 blah. Where you from? Like, everyone asks that. Think outside the box. Let's be a little different. Right from the beginning. It's going to attract your attention. You're not going to come off weird. And like I said, if you have a hard time with that, go listen to Coming On to Strong. It'll help you. And I say right away, let's not play these mind games. She will find someone else. You're not the only one out there. So
I agree.
We're going to link below. We're not going to go over the article. Feel free to go through it on your own time, because honestly, it really is just too much for us to do in the daytime portion.
Right. They basically summarize said to know. Don't do that.
Yeah. Because this is also my personal opinion, right? So feel free to look at the article, see if you agree with it. And you know what? If you want to wait the 3 days, all power to you. Go ahead. I admire your bravery and thinking she's gonna wait. She might wait, but I don't like it personally.
You are gambling right there. Nope.
She's like, I do not support you.
No, do what you want. We got free will for a reason.
Yeah.
So do what you want, but we kindly
This is our opinion.
Yeah. Look at the article. We kindly suggest you don't. Perhaps ask another female in your life. Your mom, a sister, an aunt, somebody. Yeah. There you go.
Or even on the date, you can ask her, listen, I'm going to bring up a taboo topic, an unorthodox thought, dare I say. And she's going to be like, what? Like, how do you feel about the 3-day rule? Boom.
There you go.
Right from the beginning. She's going to find your honesty refreshing. I tell you. No one asks her this. She's going to love it.
Yep. There you go. So that wraps up the tea time portion for today. Thank you for submitting the question. We really appreciate your support. Just a friendly reminder, the tea time is officially closed for this season.
All right. So going back to being brave. Number 3, use positive self-talk. Self-talk, I know, like, how obvious is my accent right now. Yeah. Self-talk is that inner voice inside your head that reveals your beliefs and thoughts. When you're afraid, it means that for a long time you've created a negative stream of self-talk that may look like this. I would like to speak up more during meetings, but I'll probably just say the wrong thing. I'm not going to that networking event. What if I don't know anyone there? When you start believing these negative thoughts, you sabotage your own growth. You must catch these thoughts when they arise and replace them with positive self-talk. So instead be like, I am capable of speaking in front of my peers, even if it's not perfect. It's okay if I don't know anyone there. It's a chance to meet new people and learn. Okay? Consistent positive self-talk will build your confidence and your ability to overcome your fears. And let me tell you something, a lot of people are like self-doubt themselves. So that's something I think of when I start getting a little nervous and something like, I don't know. Like, you know what? I'm going to do it because no one else is going to do it. Or no one's really going to think, they're not going to think, oh, look at her for like trying. No, they're going to be, look at her, she tried. Usually that is the way people think. If you're afraid of being bullied, I guess, by people or whatnot. If they're gonna be like, hey, look at her trying, like, do you got self-esteem issues? Or get like support group, like close friends that will support you with your endeavors, even if it's not the most orthodox thing you want to do or
something
common.
Something I just came into my mind from yesterday. You can also learn a lot from little kids, right?
Oh yeah.
Go and chat with like a 5 or 6 year old.
Do it in a way that's not creepy, please.
Well, like a family member, like a niece or something, or your friend's kid. And ask for something positive. Yesterday, I was with some friends and their niece. I'm gonna call her Lila, but she was afraid of a yellow ladybug because she heard, and she's like 5 or 6. Yeah, and because her friend told her that yellow ladybugs bite. And I was like, no, they don't. So she's like, yeah, they do. I said, no, they don't. So I said, let me look it up. So I Googled it and I read her the little paragraph and I said, see, they don't. So I said, let's go look at it. Let me get it. And she's like, no. She was scared. She thought it would bite. And I said, no, they might pinch you, but they won't bite. So then I grab it because that's what the Google said. You might feel like a little pinch. You? They might. They're not known, but it could happen. And so I grabbed the little ladybug and she wanted to have it in her hand. But she actually talked herself through it. She was like, it's okay, Lila. It's okay, Lila, whatever. Lila, it's not, whatever her name, right? It's okay, Lila. You got this. It's okay. It's all right. We're okay. It will be all right. Nothing's wrong. You're okay. So she talked herself through it. And then we eventually got the little ladybug in her hand, and she was the happiest child ever. So you can do it to yourself. Talk to yourself in third person and help yourself work through whatever.
I love that. See, you could always learn from the children. I love that. I was having this conversation of babes. I was having this conversation with somebody, and we were like, it doesn't matter if you're 5 or 85. You could always learn from somebody.
That's right.
That's so beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Well, thank you to her because I learned that yesterday too, right?
Well, thanks for sharing the story. I like that. I love that.
Of course. So right along with that, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. The American writer and self-improvement pioneer Dale Carnegie. Sorry, Dale. Once said, sorry, Dale. Okay. Do the thing you fear to do and keep doing it. That is the quickest and surest way ever yet discovered to conquer fear. So if you're afraid of being alone, for example, go see a movie by yourself. If you want to be even braver, take a solo trip. The best way to become fearless is to put yourself in situations that intimidate you. Once you do them, despite being afraid, fear will lose power over you.
I'm the same. I love doing things that scare me. If I know it's going to make me nervous and scares me, I always do it because I know the experience is going to be phenomenal and I'm always going to be a better version of myself after I do it. I always do it. I have no regrets of anything I've ever done that scares me.
So see, that's okay. That's very interesting about you because you don't like surprises.
I don't.
But you want to be surprised if you're in charge of the situation. Like taking a solo trip, but you're in control of what's about to happen.
Well,
And
yes and no, because
even
I
if
don't
it
really
crosses,
know.
well, yeah, no, but you know what you're getting into. That's what I
I
mean.
like surprises that I'm willing to put myself through.
That's what I mean. Like when
Yes.
you're aware of what's happening, even if you don't know the outcome, you're okay
Mhm.
with that. But people surprising you, oh, it's very interesting.
Well, it's because it's deeper than that, you know. I
Yeah,
already told you why. I'm not going to share it in the public, but
no,
has to
I
do with
know,
trauma from my
but
childhood.
I know, but this is good. Like it's good too.
You didn't know that about me?
I didn't know that you
Oh,
like to do
yeah.
things
Why do you
that you
think I
didn't.
do weird stuff sometimes? It's scary.
That makes
And I'm
sense
like, I'm
though.
gonna do it. And then I love it because I always have awesome experiences. It makes my thinking skills better. I feel like I think more outside the box because of half the stuff I've done. It's cool stories to tell.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like lying because people don't believe me if I lie and I tell them about my stuff.
I know. That's good. But anyways, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, get uncomfortable and you'll learn and you'll get better at it.
Yeah. And then make being brave a habit. Once you conquer your fear for the first time, don't stop there. Strengthen your fearlessness like a muscle by overcoming your fears on a regular basis. Do it. Make a list of things that you would do if you weren't afraid. And then you could start doing those things. Begin with the easiest ones and gradually move up. When you realize how to live courageously, you'll realize how much you were missing out on because fear was getting in the way. It also makes you a more well-rounded person, I feel. More experiences.
Yeah.
You don't have to travel to have wonderful experience. You could just do something that scares you.
That's right.
Just travel emotionally.
Go to a random place and sign up for karaoke where nobody knows you and sing,
Yeah.
and then leave right after the song is over.
Yeah, if you're afraid
That's
of
it.
singing in public or
Yep.
singing or public speaking, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do things safely too, please. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't be like, I'm going to camp in the woods alone in this big mountain with a nobody over there and
No,
a bunch of
safe risk.
hyenas.
No.
Because and you've never done it before. Like, no.
Yeah, safe risk.
Yeah.
So
just make sure you're educated, or if you're gonna do something like that, you have a professional with you that can guide you.
but that kind of defeats the purpose of being alone and doing it by yourself.
Not really, because I like if you're afraid of hiking and you've never hiked before and you contact a professional to go hiking with you.
Oh yeah,
because you can take baby steps. That doesn't mean that you're not being brave. You are, just in smaller portions. So you go hiking with a professional. Okay. Then maybe the second time you go again with the professional. Then maybe the third time you could go with a friend. And then maybe the fourth time you go alone. Like you're still conquering your fears. You're just doing it in a safe and wise way where your literal body and brain won't go into a shock. And then you have an anxiety attack, which you don't want that either.
That's true. So yeah, right along with that is to practice mindfulness. So be mindful about everything you do.
Right.
So practicing,
never mind. Just like speak before I read.
Right. Practicing mindfulness in all areas of your life means staying grounded in the present moment. Mindfulness practices are like breathing work and meditation. It can help you relieve worries and anxiety. Mindfulness teacher and author of The Power of Now explains that fear is completely mind-made, and I 100% agree with that. You're always afraid of what might happen, not what is actually happening in the present moment. The fear he refers to is not an immediate danger. He's talking about feelings of unease, anxiety, and worry about a future made a problem. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to observe these thoughts. You also learn not to take them over you and turn your fear into a worst case scenario.
Yeah, agreed. You're afraid of what might happen after the fact, not necessarily what's going to happen during. And then the seventh thing you can do is find a mentor. So do you know anybody in your personal or professional life whose fearlessness and confidence you admire? Build a mentorship relationship with them. You could also get that from your friends too. Like if your friend has something like, okay, let's say how you are shy or you don't really speak out your mind because you're just nervous to do that, but you have a friend that's very outspoken and you admire how your friend does that, you can learn from them too and be like, what have you done that helps? Or try to mirror certain things you like. So you could do that or get a mentor. They can offer valuable advice and teach you how to be fearless and brave.
That's right. And with that, there might be some failure. So number 8 is embrace failure. We're often afraid to do something because we're afraid of failure. We try to do it once, and as soon as we fail, we give up. Instead of fearing failure, we need to make the most out of it and turn it into a learning opportunity. So how do we do that? By start by building
sorry, I was resilience. Is that what it is?
Resilient.
Sorry, I was looking up a quote that came to my mind. I couldn't remember who said it.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Resilient people try not to be hard on themselves when they don't succeed and have a growth mindset. When you have a growth mindset, you believe you can learn through your failures and try again. So this is funny because I tend to be a perfectionist in a lot of things in my life. And I once, many years ago, went snowboarding. Never done it then. And I went to go snowboarding with friends and I sucked at it and I haven't gone back because of it. Because I was like, I ain't going back. I never got it. Why am I going to waste my time? But that's not true. It was a good learning experience. So I just need to go and put what I learned into action and try again. But so I'm gonna just need to go snowboarding.
Wait until the winter time and do it again safely, please.
Yeah.
The quote I was looking up, it was from Albert Einstein. I know it was like somebody like known. Albert Einstein said, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new," which is a shame in my opinion. He didn't say which is a shame. That's just me adding. So remember that. Embracing failure. You're trying something. It's awesome. Everyone does it. Just those that keep trying even after they make a mistake. That's very admirable. People admire that.
Yeah.
I know I do. So, And then last but not least, I said 8 steps, but it's really 9.
I don't remember if we said 8.
We did. I read it.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
I don't know.
It's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Don't aim for perfection. To overcome fear, try to approach anything you do with a beginner's mind. All right. Next time, we're not like born phenomenal all the time. Like some things we just need to learn to be phenomenal. So just try from the beginner and gradually work up. Next time you want to try something you fear, don't have any expectations of how it's going to go. Approach it with a sense of curiosity and don't worry about the outcome. Learning not to judge an outcome as good or bad will take the fear of failure out of the equation. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim to learn and grow and aim to have fun. Yeah.
That's right. So, summarizing everything, learning how to be brave doesn't mean not to be afraid. It means taking action despite feeling afraid. It's seeing fear as an opportunity instead of a roadblock, an opportunity for personal, professional, and emotional growth. Fear can guide you towards the areas of your life that need the most work. Practicing positive self-talk or putting yourself in challenging situations are small but powerful steps to build self-confidence and become a brave person.
Yeah, let's ask this question. What steps will you take today to challenge yourself and others? Be brave.
That is it for our podcast today. Thank you so much for listening. We sincerely hope you liked it.
We would love to know your thoughts about our episode, so please feel free to leave us all the comments you'd like.
Yes, please subscribe, give us a like, a follow, and or a star rating. If you want to hear more episodes like this one, please follow us on every social media platform at Chatty Amigas.
Thank you so much for listening, Chiquis. We'll be back every Tuesday with the tea.
Bye.